Welcome back to the Wrestling Aroundup, where we go through this week's news. Joining me, because it's the news, is a world-class wrestling journalist, Aaron Franklin. How are we doing?
I'm in mourning.
You're in... Oh, more. I thought, for some reason, the first thing that came to my head was that you think it's the morning.
It's definitely not the morning, because I'm quite smashed, and it'd be very questionable first thing in the morning for a journalist. I'm in mourning.
Yeah, we've had some sad news this week. A legend of the business, Judy Bagwell, sadly passed away. And in tribute of her, we've changed Wednesday's show, and we'll be doing New Blood Rising 2000. The only one,
Russ. 2000, yeah.
A sad story. Rest in peace, Judy Bagwell.
It's on the subject of this. Has anyone seen Buff Bagwell's YouTube video?
No.
Not many people have. When I watched it earlier today, it's a day old. Only had about 200 views.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
He wishes.
He's basically set up a GoFundMe page because his dad's not very well. His mum had to go into a nursing home, and then she caught COVID, and that's how she's died. And it's basically just saying, can anyone help? Because at the moment, we can only afford a cremation, and his dad really wants an open casket. So, right, so if anyone can donate to the Buff Bagwell GoFundMe.
And we'll put a link in the show description.
Yeah, go donate.
We'll do it.
Fucking America is just mental in it with healthcare. So go donate, because they're all upset about free healthcare.
God bless the NHS.
Yeah, God bless the NHS. Right, I'm not getting into that. But rest in peace, Judy Bagwell. Obviously, if you can help Buff Bagwell out, I'm sure anything you've got will be appreciated. Joining me as well is Lew Michael. Lew, how are we doing?
I am fantastic, Russ.
Different to Aaron, but yeah, cool, whatever.
Well, I've had a great time, Russ. We went back to the Graps, didn't we?
We did go back to the Graps. We've been to a house show. That was we planning on vlogging it or something? That didn't happen.
Well, there was no signal. We couldn't get any signal for Russ.
No,
so we're gonna do it live on our story.
Yeah,
but you got one picture of Peters and Cedric. That's the last.
Yeah, that's all she wrote. It was good though. It's back at the Graps. First time in practically 2 years.
Yeah, I'm glad that we've had this. Like, we got to the last one in early 2020. We got to one at the end of 2021, so we've not missed a year, which I quite like.
That's all right. We saw SmackDown house show. Anybody's interested in the results? I can't remember what happened.
Boogs.
Boogs. It was all about Boogs, wasn't it?
Boogs was there.
I think he became WWE champion, didn't he? He won it.
No, it didn't happen. No, he didn't. He came out, played the guitar that wasn't plugged in.
Boogs.
Was a minute behind. Well, the music was a minute behind him playing.
Just got fast fingers. You never seen anything like it, Boogs.
Shinsuke Nakamura beat. Was it Jinder Mahal?
Jinder
Mahal. To retain his Intercontinental title.
SummerSlam World Title rematch.
Yeah. Shayna Baszler somehow beating Sally. I don't know. We all walked out.
While we're doing this, can we get into the Franklin live reviews?
Let's do it now. You've got them. Let's go through it. So, what did you give the Nakamura Jinder Mahal match?
1.5 stars. It was a very slow match. Not much happened.
Former world title feud.
Yeah, Jinder Mahal, sack him.
No. It's great. What about his great entrance music?
He's only there. He's only still in WWE just to keep the Saudis happy, isn't he?
It's Indian.
Yeah, you're gonna find your niche, aren't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah. They get like 20 million views, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's bigger than it. Yeah.
Keep him there. Would you rather him or the Great Khali?
Great Khali.
Sanjay Dutt.
Sanjay Dutt without it. Yes, that's a great shout.
Fucking Via. He's the big Indian superstar now, isn't he?
What about
Via Mahan?
Is it Tiger Ali?
No.
Tiger Ali.
I'm sticking with Sanjay. Yeah. Sanjay's brilliant.
Yeah.
Remember the Bollywood Boys? I was a fan of them.
Yeah, they got released.
Yeah.
Sad.
So all the matches we had Natalia versus Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler won.
So I believe this is the point where I just said I really need a piss, and I also did a top up of my beer. So we kind of did both. I gave the match -5.
Right. Yep. we all left. Am I wrong? Not talking about beer. Leeds. Is it the Leeds Direct Arena?
Yeah.
First Direct Arena.
First Direct Arena.
In Leeds, yeah.
Outrageous prices, Leeds.
Oh, well.
£55 for one round.
Well, in fairness, Ross,
Double pints.
I'm going to defend him here. It was 2 rounds.
Oh, no, but £27.50 for 4 beers is too much.
Yeah,
it's too much.
Beer, was it?
No.
I'll tell you what was a unique experience. 2 pints of IPA was...
Well, yeah, that was your choice. You bit that.
It was quite the drink, not going to lie. It's a struggle to get it down the end.
Especially the second one. But come on.
No, the first one, because you all got the second one. I was only halfway through.
That is true, but that happens.
I'll just finish this off, and then it was a full pint, wasn't it? Really, it was.
It was. Yeah, you think you're near the bottom, but you've got a pint left. But come on, £27.50 for 4 beers is ridiculous.
Yeah, ridiculous. You could see the moment your heart cracked and broke across.
No, they didn't have any prices on. They didn't have any prices. You asked for them, and once you've asked for them, and they say, "No, that's all," you can't say, "No, I don't want to pay that." Because
what was even better than this though? So Terry was fully aware of how much it cost you for a round. It was his round next, and he still ordered double pints. Yeah. And for anyone that knows Terry, knows he's more tight with his wallet than, and he still bought us double pints.
This is the same St. Peters who, after once playing football, tried to get me to hang around for about half an hour afterwards so he could take a shower in order to save about 15p.
Yeah, he's got a YouTube cash now.
He's got that sweet YouTube dollar, hasn't he?
YouTube dollar. He's got all your Twitch subscriptions.
It's ridiculous.
Paid for a round.
I was going to give him £1 for the water that he would use in his shower at home so I could go home. that is the same Terry Peters. So, maybe he is a changed man.
Changed man, yeah.
Come on, Leeds, do better. What else? What other matches did we have? We had Madcap Moss. He was going one-on-one with Jeff Hardy, and then it got turned into a tag team match.
Sure did, because WWE official Adam Pearce
was on the phone.
Yeah.
Drew McIntyre came out.
And you're thinking it sounds like a pre-record this Adam Pearce because you keep calling us the UK and not Leeds, which is weird.
Maybe.
But he tweeted about it, didn't he? He was like, I've had the Leeds on the tag team match.
Yeah, can schedule tweets.
So, no, it was legit. But no, before that, we had like a British wrestling dream match. We had Walter versus Cesaro.
We did have Walter versus Cesaro. Very good match. Straight
into Finn Balor versus Sheamus. Straight into a exclusive for the Leeds crowd, I'm led to believe. Stare down between Walter and Finn Balor.
Was it really?
Yeah.
I'm excited to see that. If it happens, is it going to happen? I don't know. I do like to just do that.
All reports about the Walter versus Cesaro match was a lot better in Liverpool. But I still thought it was quite good.
What was the star rating?
For Cesaro Walter?
Yeah.
4 stars.
4 stars.
Yeah.
Good, very good hat hit him, as you'd expect. Big Walter Wood with a splash. What was the Finn Balor Sheamus?
I think I gave that a solid 3.
Solid 3. As you'd expect, 2 solid pros. Yeah, Balor and Sheamus.
Oh, yeah.
Pat May would have wanted McIntyre Sheamus, though. Don't know why. I like them. It's like both.
Yeah, they got good chemistry on it. And what's this? Has anyone got some ice cream?
Right.
Yes, I've got a scoop.
Oh, Scoop L. Scoop L's back.
Scoop L's back. BT Sport in Liverpool filmed Cesaro versus Walter. They're going to put it on the network at some point, apparently. / BT Sport, but it's been filmed.
That's why it was better.
I assume so, yeah, because they did a full-on TV match. But yeah, the cameras were there, and they're now doing a hashtag release the Liverpool cut or whatever they're calling it.
Right.
But yeah, look to see it soon. But yeah, they've actually filmed it.
Cool. What else did we have? We had Madcap Moss and Happy Corbin. He goes by these days against Jeff Hardy and Drew McIntyre.
That's great.
Obviously, Hardy and McIntyre won. What was the star rating for that?
3.5 stars.
3.5 stars. It's solid again. And then the main event, Sasha Banks. Charlotte retains.
No one wanted to see this, did they?
No, we didn't.
Half the crowd left during this match.
It felt like a weird tactile ending, didn't it?
Yeah.
It felt like, I think because Drew McIntyre was obviously the big British star. Look at this. This is ruined this, anyway. for those without the benefit video, I've poured myself a beer and I've given myself a massive head.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, that's how you meant to pour them, apparently.
Yeah, we're not in Belgium. It looks like I'm cooking muffins. Right. Anyway, so where was I?
Main event of the house show.
Main event. Yeah, it just felt like a bit weird. I feel like Drew McIntyre should be the main event in Britain.
I agree. No one wants to see Charlotte. Everyone's bored of Charlotte. No one likes Sasha.
Oh, I like Sasha.
No, Sasha's overrated. Been through this before.
No, I think yes, y'all. She's the boss, y'all.
Well, the only reason she's still in WWE is because of Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, 100% agree.
What, this
Can't wrestle for shit.
Yes, thank you. This is about time.
It's some horrible takes. Where's Terry?
What do you mean horrible takes? Go back to when we did Evolution or
fucking
two or whatever.
I think I was quite clear that Sasha Banks is one of the best women's wrestlers on the planet.
No,
so
she's not.
Do you know what?
She's not.
So is Charlotte.
I'll give you one thing, Lou. I'll give you one thing, Lou. She's one of the best wrestlers in WWE, female wrestlers, because the fucking shite. Apart from Becky and Charlotte, Toni Storm, Asuka, we haven't got many good ones there. She probably ranks in the top 10.
Io Shirai's better. Dakota Kai's better. Nixon Yule's better.
Nixon Yule, you hipster.
Well, no, I never know a new name. What's
Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox is better. Shotzi Blackheart, she's better. Who else is better? Rhea Ripley's better. Raquel Gonzalez is better. Mandy Rose is better. Kaylee Ray is better. Doudrop's better.
Are we talking about Sasha Banks still?
Yeah.
What?
Shayna Baszler's better.
You're just wrong on a lot of.
I'd rather see all of them. Naomi's
Never better women's match than Bayley versus Sasha.
It was Bayley, wasn't it? That was all Bayley. It was all Bayley.
Oh, Bayley's terrible as well.
Sasha's had some great matches.
Yeah, but she's also
Hell in a Cell versus Becky, Hell in a Cell versus Charlotte. In fact, like every match against Charlotte.
Yeah, but I think they're great matches with Sasha Banks in. I don't think Sasha Banks is great matches.
Oh, it's just coincidence, is it? Like,
yeah, it is. Yeah, I think she's been elevated.
This is like saying, "Oh yeah, Bret Hart had a great match against Tom McGee," but it was all thanks to Tom McGee. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, it was just.
Yeah, but Bret Hart was no.
Oh yeah, John Cena had that really good last one standing against Great Khali because it was Great Khali. What are you on about here?
No, I don't think I did.
She's had a series of great matches with a series of opponents, and it's all their opponents, is it?
I'm going to interrupt you. So Stone Cold had some great matches against The Rock.
Yeah, but they were both good, weren't they?
I just think Sasha Banks is the most overrated wrestler in the world.
Well, I think you're wrong. You're the most overrated.
If you watch the Royal Rumble, she can't be kick later.
Oh, it was one time.
Oh, one time. Too many times. Why you put someone through a table and wait your car? And then I don't know what to do for something different at the end. Like, I cry a bit more. And then wait for the fans to applaud me because I'm not firing me on that. The fans don't want to applaud you because you're not very good.
Did that once?
She does all the time.
She deserved it.
She deserved it. She deserved it.
She's great. I think she's great. She was. If you've watched her on Stone Cold's Broken Skull session, I can understand. Why you don't like her.
I know something different that Sasha Banks could do. Maybe we could, retain the title instead of losing it a Raw every week.
You can't favour it now.
And tune in next week, guys, where we're going to be doing a live stream video conference of Lew wearing a Sasha Banks t-shirt.
Yeah, I'll get one.
He's probably got one because he's one of them weirdos, but she's just crap.
Yeah, I'll get one. I'll get a Boss Club one.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's my cousin.
Yeah, she was so good they weren't even selling her t-shirts at Leeds.
Yeah, because no one likes her.
Well,
she might be a lovely person. I've listened to interviews with her. She's probably not.
No, but Sasha Banks Euroshop, £8. Right,
exactly. Terrible. But there's just
next out.
They've only got a medium or XL.
There's at least 8 wrestlers better than her. 8 women's wrestlers better than her. She doesn't need to be in any feuds.
Yeah, well, we'll find out next week.
If she goes, I'd be like, yeah, good riddance.
Bit like me when you named Nia Jax. Good riddance.
Yeah, well, she was unsafe, wasn't she?
Never see you again on my TV. Thank you very much. See you later.
Yeah, Alexa Bliss is one to add to the pile. Be better than that.
Oh yeah. Plus she's got to look at, isn't she?
Alexa Bliss.
I was going to say, just in the ring and an all-round character. Yeah. What is boss time? What is the boss?
It's boss time. Well, anyway, I've just spent the best £8 of my life.
Right. Moving on from this about Sasha Banks.
Tune in next week. I went on a stream.
That was our live. That was our weekly Tales from the Indies. Christ. Let's move on. AEW Full Gear. It's happened at the time of this. Time of recording this is Friday night though, so we'll go through the card now. We have got on the pre-show Hikaru Shida and Thunder Rosa versus Jimmy Hayter and Nyla Rose in a tag team match. We've got Kenny Omega. Is this? Oh right, I thought that was the.
The order that been announced, I believe.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought, geez, it's a bit wild, isn't it? We've got Kenny Omega versus Hangman Adam Page for the AWH Championship.
Ooh, who's going to win? They've built up to this for over a year. It's the only match on the card that they've built up to for all the week.
Everyone thinks that Hangman Page should win, so I think Omega will win.
But there's more dream matches with Omega, isn't there? But then
AEW
give the no, but like you want to see CM Punk versus Kenny Omega more than you want to see CM Punk versus Hangman Page. You want to see,
right. Yeah, but in that scenario, then does the title need to be there? No.
Yeah.
So do you put it on Hangman Page to make Hangman Page that level?
No, because I don't think
doesn't need the title.
I don't think he's at that level, and I think this is gonna because we'll see what happens. Because by this point, he's probably already won it. I think he will win it, but I don't think Hangman Page is at the level yet for mainstream publicity. So I don't think he is. I think AEW have lost a bit of momentum. They're back down to 900,000.
Well, it's gone. The go home show has gone up.
Yeah, but it's still not where it was. It's still 400,000 less than it was 2 months ago, isn't it?
This is from the 13 fans who watch Being the Elite, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's good for the hardcore fans. It's a bit like Kofi winning the WWE title, isn't it? Really, but I don't know if you're trying to still reel the casual fans in. You want your main event to be Kenny Omega versus CM Punk for the title, I think.
Or Chris Jericho. Put the title back on Chris Jericho. For me,
no,
has he even got a match?
He needs to retire.
Get out.
Hopefully, he's got to retire and actually loses.
He's in a street fight.
Hopefully, it's on the pre-show.
Chris Jericho can still put on a better match at 50 years old than 99% of the WWE roster.
I don't lie and salt him out, can he? Because it's that.
It doesn't matter about the line salt. You can
you're picking on Jericho's one move that he can't do. Sasha Banks can't even kick people.
Yeah, you can still try it. Do you know what I mean?
You can still put on a better match. You can still put on a better promo than 100% of the WWE roster. Fight me.
Yeah, will do.
we need to be as long as the camera influence.
I'm hyped up today. But I'm just saying, Chris Jericho looks like an obese woman called Selma these days.
Yeah, it might look a bit overweight. It helps him take bumps, doesn't it?
Yeah, I do.
Right.
Do you know what else? Do you know what helps? What else helps him take bumps? Mattresses. Anyway, right.
That would have been so much better if they just painted the other side of the cardboard.
Yeah, I know.
Lazy, absolutely lazy by it. Then we've got the women's championship match, which is Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, who's champion against Tay Conti.
I love Britt Baker.
I mean, I don't know much about her. Tay Conti was never really done with NXT, did she?
Yeah. Have you? Did you see Love Is Blind?
She's Giannina.
Yes. Isn't she very similar? Very similar?
Very similar. I think they're both Brazilian. They're both Latina, aren't they?
Yeah,
Gigi was Venezuelan, but both
Latina. South American one. I don't know who's going to win that. I assume Britt Baker's going to win it.
Yeah, Britt Baker gonna put a title over.
She'll have it for years, Ross.
Well, she's the cornerstone of the women's division.
Is she a pillar?
Pillar.
On the pillars? I don't know.
Yeah, she's the women's division in quotation marks with them. Then got Daniel Bryan against I forgot his name. I was going to do a funny. But what's it? Rusev. I was going to do a funny because it's just a WWE match I've already seen a million times. And then Daniel Bryan went for new matches.
Yeah. To be fair, it was always Steven to Moxley, wasn't it? I know that's a technically an WWE match as well, but it just feels different. They feel different, don't they?
This is for the AEW World Championship Eliminator Tournament Final.
Yeah. See, this is what I mean. Like, if Daniel Bryan wins that, do you really want to see Daniel Bryan versus Hangman Page, or do you want to see Daniel Bryan versus Kenny Omega again?
That is true.
Kenny Omega.
Yeah. Or do you put me? Why would you put Miro over Bryan Danielson at this point? But also, I don't like these matches as well because they go on before, and you've got a good idea of who's going to win because they never do heel versus heel. So if Miro wins it, you've got to expect Hangman Page to win. But I think you can do face versus face to get away with it. So I would give Bryan Danielson the win no matter what, just because it makes the main event less.
So you think Mira's got no chance?
No chance.
It's not a main event star for me.
I don't think he is. I think he's upper mid card. He's how he was in the US title level.
I don't know why he didn't leave
title level.
I don't know why I didn't leave the TNT title on him for a bit longer, to be honest.
Make him just like a beast of that.
Yeah, give him like a year-long reign and then just have him versus the champion at like Double or Nothing or something.
We've got then the Inner Circle against Men of the Year and American Top Team. The Minneapolis Street Fight. Is that cinematic or is that a proper match? Or?
I think it's just a proper match now, isn't it?
Proper match, a 5-on-5 proper match.
Yeah, Jericho will have a go.
See
what I can do.
And then we've got
probably do some sort of misogynistic promo before I get away for a laugh.
I'm just going to stay quiet before he gets into a heated argument.
Then we've got swiftly moving on. We've got the Lucha Brothers against FTR for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. The Lucha Brothers are the champions. That match is happening somewhere else as well, isn't it? That happening in
the triple. Yeah, FTR. The FTR are still the AAA champions, are they?
Yeah, it's happening in Mexico. I don't know, somewhere else.
Did you see that? Side note.
I was going to bring this up. Yes.
Okay, right. The AAA event that got cancelled because of the criminal gang. That one. Is that what you're going to bring up? Yeah.
AAA Big Lucha cancelled because of Cartel saying there's going to be innocent blood spilled if it goes in. It's not against AAA, though, is it? It's against the Carnival.
It's against the government, isn't it? The local government.
The Carnival that was there, yeah. But how crazy is that?
It's fucking mental.
Yeah. But it's been hopefully everyone's all right.
Do you know what else is weird? And I've never understood why this is the case. AAA. Do you know what it stands for in English?
What?
Assistance, Assessment, and Administration.
Yeah.
And I have no idea why. It does my head in. Anyway,
is it like I don't know, like the FA or whatever? It's the Football Association. Is that what like sort of or the NBA? Where it's like a.
Because when I worked for a market research company, their parent company was called Wires and Plastic Products, even though that's not what they were doing at the time, because that's just what they used to do. But I've no idea for AAA because it was only formed in the 80s. Quick side note, but it's always frustrated me for the last 15 years at least. Yeah,
I found out that there's a Mexican Viking. I can't remember his name. It's like El Hijo del Vikino or something like that. I'm not even joking.
Does that mean son of the Viking? So.
I had a look at the earlier today because I was like, hang on a minute, there's a bloody Viking. El Hijo del Vikingo.
I need to get into more Mexican wrestling.
He needs to check up on his history. So don't believe there's any Mexican Vikings.
Well, they did discover America, didn't they? So they could have gone to Mexico.
You learn a lot by listening to Wrestling Around, I think.
Yeah, that's. He's Emmanuel Roman Morales. And he's a former AAA World Trios champion. There's some mad people. There's like a lot of mad clowns in that, isn't there? Psycho Clown. He was like the guy for a bit, wasn't he?
And Thanos.
It's just I mean,
they've got full on they have like Marvel branded matches, don't they, in AAA?
Yeah,
where you've got you genuinely have Spider-Man versus Thanos or something. It's amazing.
This Viking fella, he's Kenny Omega before.
Yeah, he was their mega champion for a long time. Is he still a mega triple champion?
Is he still the belt collector? No?
Yeah.
I mean, he's a bit of a mad lad, this Viking guy. He's been in Impact, been all over.
Yeah. He was known as Viking FK Stavanger in Norway as well, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's a football team. He wears all the fairs and that, so fair play to him.
Yeah,
straight Mexican fella. Right, what we're doing? We're still doing AW, aren't we? Side note, don't go if you're listening to this AAA thing.
Well, it's cancelled.
It's cancelled, so don't go.
Yeah.
Cartels, don't mess with them, bad boys. We've also got Darby Allin vs MJF, the singles match.
I think that's got potential to be a good match. That.
I don't know much about them. MJF has been running his mouth again, has he not been saying stuff about people recently?
He's probably the greatest of this generation on the mic.
Do you know why I like MJF? Because he is one of the only people left in wrestling who doesn't care about being booed.
Yeah.
Well, this is what it should be a heel, shouldn't he?
Yeah, he's a heel. Is he a heel, eh?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
is a
he
heel, but he made some comments about Lex Luger, which we didn't need to make, but yeah, for the most part. Did he say to like Sting, like you'll be in fucking a wheelchair like Lex Luger or something like that? Was that the comment? Something along those lines, right?
So you want talking about how shit Lex Luger was?
No, he wasn't saying
Lex Luger's
you were
fucking
shitting
shite. No matter how that's it. Lex Luger is the human embodiment of no matter how much you pump your body full of roids, you're still not going to be a good wrestler, mate.
Yeah, that is true.
Oh, very good. Oh, you celebrate after winning by DQ, idiot.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the most stupid decisions of all time. We've also got the big match everyone's talking about: CM Punk vs Eddie Kingston.
Yeah.
But this seems weird because it's had like a 1 week build on it.
Oh no, it's had 13 years build because they wrestled in IWM in South.
And CM Punk called him
fat.
He called him fat and unsafe, didn't
he? Yeah. He's fat.
He calls everyone unsafe, Punk, doesn't
he? His go-to insult.
All the legendary wrestlers like Ryback, Eddie Kingston.
Like when Ryback broke him though, didn't
he? Yeah.
Put him out of action.
Sure did.
Do you think, like, I know you said that it's 13 years in the making because I've already wrestled before. Do you think people like see a match and Google it, see if it's ever happened before, and then say, "Oh my god, that's so clever"?
Yeah.
I just
it'll be a good match. It's just like, it feels a weird considering they've had like when was the last pay-per-view? Is it Double or Nothing? No, All Out, wasn't it? In September.
Yeah.
It feels like they're just like, oh shit, we've got a pay-per-view in a couple of weeks. And it was just WWE would be hauled through the coals for having a pay-per-view build like this.
Yeah.
It's very much a one match card, isn't it? They have built up not CM Punk, Hangman versus Omega for the longest time. Like genuinely, that has been going on for about 2 years, that feud. So fair play on that one. But the rest of the card, some of the matches have just kind of gone, actually, yeah, we'll do that.
Is that not just how Survivor Series has been built, though?
Yeah, it is. But like everyone notices that with WWE. But with AEW, they just don't.
I guess just to defend WWE, Survivor Series, we all know that the match going to get thrown together because it's brand versus brand. So
which is the fucking worst. Do you know what?
Shit.
Yeah,
stop doing brand versus brand.
No, I do brand versus brand, but make it mean something, or have the brands argue all year.
And don't do it right after. I think the issue is
don't do it right. I don't do it right after. If you're going to do it right after a draft. Why don't you have somebody on the Raw team who's a mole for SmackDown, or something like that? Why? Do you know what I mean? Just let's not just hate each other in November. We used to get the attack on the Seas of Raw, or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah, that was stupid as well.
It's ridiculous. Where you've got faces attacking heels like a heelish move. Why don't we just do it all year? Keep them completely separate, and then maybe have like a little thing. Or if you can, your big shows, I like go back to single branded pay-per-views for me. At your big shows where they're all together, then have things there and have it mean something.
Matches need stakes, don't they?
Yeah.
Go on.
I would like to address Vince McMahon / any of his creative team / any of his management that are currently listening to the Restaurant Podcast.
All of them.
Yeah, Vince.
Sack off the brand split. Because you haven't got enough wrestlers to maintain either of your shows anymore. And get rid of brand v brand on Survivor Series because it's the worst fucking idea that any company worldwide has had the fucking idea to do. It's fucking shit. Stop it. Just fucking build up to like champion versus champion or fucking, I don't know, like faction versus faction. Like they could have a great storyline with the Bloodline versus another, like the New Day or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Put them all on any show whenever they want to turn up. It makes shows more exciting. It means that you'll get more ratings because everyone is going to be tuning in to see if Roman Reigns turns up on either show or Brock Lesnar turns up on any show. Just fucking get rid of brand split because it's fucking shit, and that's why you're losing viewers on Raw because no one cares.
Why don't we?
I don't mind the brand split as such. I just think if you're doing it, you gotta do it properly.
Yes.
For one.
Yes, that is it.
You gotta make them feel like two completely different companies.
Brands, make them completely
and make them feel different. Have a different stage,
different show, different commentators. They've finally done that now. Different commentators, different show, different commentators,
different belts, different referees.
SmackDown Fist. That's all it comes down to.
SmackDown, it all comes down to. Or the slanty Raw stage, underrated stage.
Yeah, put the Raw commentators back at the top.
Yeah, Jimmy Smith and the other guy.
Why
Louis
don't
Saxon.
sack off the traditional Survivor Series match and have a main event, like a main roster War Games every year in Survivor Series?
War
Games.
games.
Is that on you just the news?
And it wasn't
War Games
until right now. War Games is back. We
But-
don't know the teams, do we? First
Well,
we'll
no,
go
I'll
to
tell
Lew
you
and Aaron.
what we do know. It's just called NXT War Games, not NXT Takeover War Games. What?
Well, no, I've heard that. They're dropping the takeover.
They've dropped takeovers, yeah.
For me, War Games is wasted on NXT.
I wish I'd do a main roster one. I really,
No,
really
you
do.
should.
Especially this year, because I don't think it really fits.
There's no faction anymore. Because Undisputed Era aren't there anymore, are they? They were the War Game faction.
Yeah.
There's not for me. There's not many match types like WCW had over WWE, but War Games is probably in top three.
Oh yeah, it's a classic. Like it took them. I can't believe it took them this long to bring it back. To be honest, we'll say that probably AEW's Blood and Guts was more closer to the actual War Games than War Games now, but it's fine. Make it to the roof. But yeah, I think they need to do it on the main roster at some point.
I think they do. I'd love to see the Bloodline. Yeah,
Because they've killed off. They've killed off Hell in a Cell now. They need to.
Well, too many.
They need to not do Hell. Actually, they brought it back with that Edge versus Seth Rollins match.
Yeah, but then we don't need to see one for 2 years now.
We do. Yeah, we don't need one. We don't need one all next year, and then
But
bring it back 2023.
That match needed a Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, he won just like, we're feuding. Also it's June.
Yeah.
Hell in a Cell.
But yeah, the Bloodline. Let's bring up
Solo Sequoia.
Solo Sequoia, yeah. And against Hair Business. We'll see that. Let's see that.
Yeah.
Or have Lesnar join Alpha Academy. Let's all have the amateur wrestlers.
Yeah, just get Lesnar make Lesnar have a team.
Like get Gable Steveson.
That's just going to be a very one-sided match, though. Just Brock Lesnar just battling through everyone.
Lesnar.
Because Reigns will be on things.
Lesnar and just free jobbers. Just like random people. He's got like James Ellsworth, the Brooklyn Brawler.
In real life, though.
Fucking
Roman Reigns will stand no chance.
Yeah, I don't know.
But wrestling's not real life, is it? So they're going to have Gable Steveson as well, who's like the new Lesnar, isn't he?
Just two
and
of
his
the
brother.
Yes.
His brother's got a new name.
That's
why don't we just have Bron Breakker on every show?
Yes.
Bron Breakker. If he looks like an amateur wrestler,
we had that match at a house show.
Oh, I forgot about that, yeah.
How did we get the Lazarus match?
That's my favourite match, yeah. I've been obsessed with it. Ciampa's theme tune since. I've been listening to it on the way to work. You don't really get in the mood. Going in to sit in the office, yeah.
Going in to sit in the office and sack some felons.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I will survive my budget cuts.
That's it. Yeah, I think that's faction. Bring back factions. New Japan do that best. We love a faction. Stop splitting teams up too early. Done it perfectly with the New Day. It proves it works.
I just want to divert a little bit. While we're on the subject of Brock Lesnar, has anyone seen this UFC fight that's been scheduled for next year with the Iranian Hulk versus the world's scariest man?
Yes, the British fella.
Neither of them are scary, though, are they?
The world's scariest man is a British fella. He's like real tall. He's effectively a stuntman, though. He's been in different films. The Iranian Hulk is like a internet sensation.
Well, scariest man. I thought that was Minoru Suzuki talking about.
Put either of them in a ring with Brock Lesnar, and I'd give it 30 seconds.
This can't be the actual UFC, right? This has got to be like Triller or something, right?
Yeah, I think it is.
The Triller, yeah.
I don't know if it's Triller. It might be the Polish one.
Don't have fucking Donald Trump on commentary.
There's a that was Triller. There's a Polish. There's a Polish company who do in Poland. They do like celebrities doing MMA. They tried to do it over here, and it was terrible.
Oh, bring back Celebrity Deathmatch because that was also brilliant.
Yes, or Celebrity Boxing, where it's that guy from Ricky Gervais and the guy from EastEnders. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's called. Is it Martin Ford?
Ben Fogel.
Yeah, Martin Ford is just a bodybuilding giant.
For me, put either of them in a ring with Brock Lesnar, and they wouldn't go 30 seconds because he'd just absolutely hammer them to both of them to a pole.
This is the thing now, innit? Fighting's cool, so all celebrities are doing it. Like we're supposed to be getting Eddie Hall against the Mountain Outley.
The Eddie Hall.
Yeah,
he does the graps, doesn't he, Eddie Hall? Doesn't he?
No, strongest man. Yeah, but he's lost loads of weight because he's not doing well strong. Because apparently they've had a feud, haven't they? They used to be friends, and then there was a real Eddie Hall beat him at the strong man event.
Used to be best friends.
Yeah, it's not a women's match, have it? And then in lockdown, the mountain. I can't remember his real name. Hathor Theos or something like that. He broke it by like 0.5, and everyone was saying, well, you've obviously cheated, mate, because you've only ever done it in your house when there's nobody else around. All that kind of stuff. So they're having a fight. And they all got injured, so the mountain went against a arm wrestling champion in America. Never had any boxing experience. This guy's had a couple of fights.
Well, why don't they send the Mountie?
Yeah, it's one of them. And Chile is one of the reasons for it as well. I mean, Chile are the absolute idiots because they somehow managed. They had Teofimo Lopez, who's one of the pound fighters in the world, and they managed to mess that up by not winning. Yeah, they won a contract and his contract is on. Yeah, but get rid of Chile. That's what I'm saying.
Get rid of Chile. Bring back Kimbo Slice. You've saved MMA.
Well, just back it. The reference I'm gonna make now is slightly WWE related because he is a WWE personality. Jake Paul is going one-on-one with Tommy Fury, and Tyson Fury's told Tommy that if he don't win, so don't come on. Tyson Fury, obviously, WWE legend.
Tommy Fury loses, he has to change his name to Tommy Fumbles. And if Jake Paul loses, he has to give a certain amount of money from his payers. I think it's like 500 grand to Tommy Fury.
I want someone to just batter the fuck out of Jake Paul, though, so we'd never have to see him again.
Well, I don't think it's going to be Tommy Fury because Tommy Fury's not very good.
Well, who is Tommy Fury? Is he on Love Island?
Tyson Fury. Yes, he was on Love Island. He's Tyson Fury's half brother.
Right. Adam Max should need to get into this, doesn't he?
Flex. He was the OG fight, wasn't he? That's not true. I don't think that is true. I'm going with BT box office anyhow.
Box office.
Yeah, 25 quid.
What does that mean? If you imagine you trained all your life to be like an MMA fighter or a boxer, and all you have to do is start a YouTube channel.
Well, everyone wants to fight Jake Paul.
We're going to see this in a few years.
Money.
A few years' time, it'll be Evander Holyfield versus fucking Terry Pierce.
Well, Evander Holyfield has come back.
I was just about to say, will I get my dream match against Terry Peters?
Travis T.
Maybe I'll actually put up a fight and not just take his Stone Cold Stunner in the bollocks.
Evander Holyfield did actually come back, and he was against. It was an old MMA fighter, and it was horrendous. I mean, I love Evander Holyfield.
No, it's a match I should have stopped on, and it was like, why? Who sanctioned this?
Oh yeah, who? It's a bit like, and he's been in the.
I'm assuming all these fights are taking place in Florida.
Sketchy as fuck out there. Yeah, they just whoever pays the commission. Come at me, Florida Commission, or Vegas. Vegas is dodgy, isn't it? They're all dodgy out there. It's all Americans, and it's people. They take advantage of old people who can't give up. And there's some parallels to get it back to wrestling because this is a wrestling Aroundup. There's parallels there as well, where you get old men. It's like the wrestler. They can't give up. They just can't give it up.
Yeah.
One of my favorite films. That great film.
It's an incredible film, but it's so sad, and that's why I didn't like it because it was too true.
No,
it is it's too realistic.
Nowadays, when you've got 70, 80-year-old wrestlers still going at it.
Yeah. Like Lawler, and after his heart attack, still wrestling. Like, I know you love it, but you gotta. Someone's got to step in and say, like,
Ric Flair trying to go back in the ring.
Yeah.
Just shows you that they obviously don't get paid enough, or they just shit with money.
Well, it's what it's both. I think, isn't it?
Well, I think that kind of goes on to something that I'd seen from a post on Twitter earlier. Meltzer had basically said that. Well, he's basically quoted saying that Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, the only two getting paid £6 million per year, or $6 million per year, should I say. The next pay bracket below them is $3 million. And he's saying that even for the work they do, Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns still aren't well paid enough for the work that they do. Do you agree with that?
You'd think Lesnar will get more doing MMA, wouldn't you?
I think, yeah, Meltzer. No, not in the UFC. I think Meltzer bases it on the kind of cuts of the pay-per-views and stuff, doesn't it? Like,
no, he's basing it off the profits that WWE.
Yeah, the profits. Like that's the thing. Like, they're just kind of they're underpaid for what they. Like if they're selling out arenas, you would expect them to take a bigger pay cut.
Yes.
Not a cut of the pay, I should say, not a pay cut. Obviously, don't take a pay cut.
Yeah.
But yeah, same argument, isn't it? Like, like everyone says Premier League footballers are paid too much, but they sell out like 70,000 stadiums like every
But
week.
you paid what people are prepared to pay out there. And if people, obviously prepared to how much money, and that's what they should
I think that's what Mel's is, arguing. What do you say about Mel's? I think he has some good points about the welfare of the wrestlers.
100%.
It's got some good points, but can't rate matches for shit. So that's why we're on the Franklin ratings.
You don't know what he's talking about the wrestling match, but for work as well, though, that's spot on. We see as well the Undertaker. He said he's got another match in him. However, he doesn't think he could go for another WWE match. However, he doesn't think it'd be up to the standards of wrestling fans. So I don't think he will,
unless it's against Sting.
Yes,
I don't want to see it.
Yes.
But I mean, Undertaker's,
and even with Sting, it's far too late. But give me anywhere. Like,
I remember Undertaker saying he didn't want to go on for too long, become a parody himself, and he did, didn't he? And he did go on far.
Yeah, I think the Goldberg match was the end of it. Well, there was the Crown Jewel match with the DX versus
terrible.
Brothers of Destruction.
Brock Lesnar for me.
Yeah,
Brock Lesnar broke the streak. Stop there.
Yeah, or even if he just had his match against Wyatt the year after.
But I wonder when. Because Taker got knocked out in that match, didn't he? So I wonder if Taker hadn't got knocked out in that match and he wrestled the match like he thought he could, whether he would have just quit then.
Yeah.
Because that was we've all watched Last Ride, haven't we?
What have you won?
His quest. No, he wouldn't have won because the graphic was on it.
Felt like, I don't know, Ross. Pretty knocked up quickly to me.
No, not true. Because that would not have happened.
no, if Brock Lesnar wanted to break the streak, decided to break the streak, he could have done. And who's going to fire the guy who just broke the streak?
No, it's not happening. But the whole thing of Last Ride was his quest to have the perfect final match. And I wonder if he hadn't knocked himself out and he could remember the match, he did as better than the matches he had running up to that. I wonder if he'd have.
I love that his final match included Luke Gallows. That's where we should all be.
Everyone's final match should include Gallows.
So we should all be appreciative of. Like Luke Gallows' shooting grin is in the Undertaker's final match, and that's something we should all be very thankful for.
Oh, we've got 2 more matches on the thingy cast. We've got a bit off track, haven't we? We've got Christian Cage and Jurassic Express against Super Click. I don't know what Bobby Fish is going to do in that match, but he's obviously going to get involved.
I fucking love Jurassic Express.
They do
also love Christian Cage.
Best theme music in wrestling.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. It's good. It's better than almost as good as Ciampa's. Which that was the thing about WWE Leeds that I forgot to mention. We need to find a way of having a rowdy section and a family section at WWE shows.
Yes.
They need to have like an over 18 section so we can all band together and sing Walter's theme tune.
I was
without feeling embarrassed because the kids next to us don't understand it.
I was very conscious through the whole event that we had 2 very young boys sat behind us, mainly because Terry sat with us for non-specific reasons, but also because I had to curb my language.
Non-specific reasons.
Non-specific.
Outrageous. I agree. This should be an adults only section, I think.
Yeah, be good when I have a rowdy
section. Adults only section.
I have a bit of terracing, so I'll just stand there. Whoa.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah,
start lobbing pints and stuff. Lob a pint at Sasha Banks.
No, you can't. No, don't.
I'm not condoning that. Nobody threw anything at the wrestlers. Please. Christ, that was a joke.
You'll get us cancelled.
Jesus Christ, nobody do that. I'm not saying to do that. Lob one at Terry Peters if you see him in the street instead. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Terry Peters made best mates with Sidgwick at the pay-per-view.
That is true.
I'm sure, sorry.
I actually think it was him now,
He was on his own with Sidgwick, so he obviously hasn't got many friends where he currently works. We won't mention any names.
Mm-hmm.
It all adds up. What have we got? The last...
He listens, or used to.
He listens. Well, he blocked us, prick.
Yeah.
And the last match is Cody Rhodes and Pac against Andrade El Idolo and Malachi Black. Who else?
Again, another random tag match that they're throwing on 3 days before the pay-per-view. And everyone's like, oh, good call, Tony Khan. That's really good. Giving the fans what they want. Get fucked.
Question. Is that the main event?
No, it's just the last announced. I think the order you had was the order.
It's just the order that's on Wikipedia.
Do you know, like when you're looking through any match card, you think that right, I'm going to plan it. That's when I'm going to go for a piss and get a pint. That's the match.
Yeah, Cody wins.
Can we all just Malachi Black.
Arn Anderson might get his Glock out.
Imagine that if you fucking shot someone.
That is making some of the best memes over social media I've ever seen.
Arn Anderson.
He'd probably get away with it if it was an American.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your gun laws are stupid.
Yeah.
You don't need an assault rifle, Christ's sake. You also don't need to travel across state and then shoot some people and then cry about it, but you didn't actually cry, and all of a sudden you look at the jury.
I say, yeah, it's much important they can do it once. Anyway,
right, now I'm not doing politicking around, wonder. Yeah, that's another. That Malachi Black. Can we all just agree that he's getting booked as bad as he was in WWE?
Well, he lost to Cody.
Of course he did.
So, yeah. Other than that,
do you care about him? Do you care about him? Do you care about him?
So well. They had him beaten. They beat him once. Everyone expected that, right? Then he built up the big rematch. Then I was like, oh, fucking hell, Cody's going to win. Here I am to win again. Da, da, da. And he lost again. And we're like, shit, all right. But then he won. But I don't know. I think I hope it's part of a big Cody heel turn.
Apparently he's not ever going to turn heel, is he?
Well, I think he's saying that so people boo him.
100%.
I don't think he's that daft.
No, I think he is. I think he's up his own eyes. Have you not seen a tattoo on his neck?
It's 100% going to be a crowd heel turn.
I think it's.
Well, he has no choice.
Yeah.
This is the man who squashed Anthony Ogogo for absolutely no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, it's part of his heel turn, I'm telling you.
Seen his wife, though.
She was part of the worst part of AEW ever, whatever that faction thing she was on. Right, more AEW news. I'll tell you who's not going to be at AEW for a year. Bray Wyatt.
Franklin. All right, okay. Yeah.
Bray Wyatt has not talked to AEW.
No, he hasn't. He's going to be in a film. Was it film, TV show?
Despite AEW apparently planning on signing him. So is he just one that got to wait? Everyone's saying he should go to Impact instead. Or is he just giving up on
Why would he go to Impact?
Well, everyone seems to think, because of the freedom that Matt Hardy got, not realising that the guy who did all the Matt Hardy stuff is now with NXT. Jerry Borash, isn't it?
If I was Bray Wyatt, I'd quit while I was ahead and go to Hollywood, if you got a chance. Do you know what I mean? Like 100%. The thing is, I like Bray Wyatt as a character, and I wish they'd done the Fiend better, because he was so good and then he ruined it. And the WrestleMania this year was a Charlotte brought the camel's back on it. It was a terrible booking decision. But you never really remember any really good Bray Wyatt matches. No. So just get him.
Good feud. He had a good feud with the Shield, didn't he? And
yeah, it's a good feud, but you don't have memorable matches, and AEW's all about memorable matches in it. WWE's there for storyline. So once it's finished in WWE, you're like, okay, leave it there.
Strange that they would want him and he hasn't gone. He maybe don't want to do wrestling anymore.
And well, his brother doesn't. His brother's a vineyard or something, so maybe he's doing the same thing. Yeah.
In AW News, Luke, you've said you've been slagging the card off. Tony Khan is now the full booker, so is it all his fault?
Well, Ross, I've got some Tony Khan comments.
Well, just before you get into the comments, he's sacked off. Apparently, he hasn't sacked off the EVPs, so basically the elite, are no longer involved in any of the booking decisions.
Good.
Which is how it should be. Good on him for doing that. But is Tony Khan a nerd? We've gone through this. The man's just a geek. Is he the right person to book it?
Yes. Yeah.
I think so.
On balance, yeah, I think so. I think it needs to be someone who's not that into wrestling.
No, he's into wrestling.
He is into wrestling, but not at the same level as a wrestler. I don't think there's many wrestlers who make good bookers.
Do you not think because he's
Kevin Nash?
Because he's a wrestling fan, and he's obviously got the power to be able to do it. We're going to get some dream matches and the results that the fans want.
Mm-hmm.
But my issue is with him, right? Because he is a wrestling fan, and he will book like a wrestling fan was. He'll never go to the mainstream. He'll never get it because he books like a wrestling fan, and the wrestling fans we are. And the wrestling fan Tony Khan isn't a mainstream wrestling fan. We're too involved. We're in the small percentage.
Who we're going to watch anyway.
Who are going to watch. Or would like that. We're part of the people who want to. Well, I mean, I'm not. But we want to watch the 45-minute match that ends in a draw. There's only a select amount of people who want to do that. That's not going to get. That's not going to get a casual observer.
No, do you know what I think? If AEW didn't make a big song and dance, like, we're going to be better than WWE, whatever, where they are now, pretty fucking good, right?
Oh, incredible! For 2 years, 3 years?
3 years,
incredible.
Yeah.
Where they are, incredible. The
but I think
are
amazing. Right, they seem to have plateaued a bit.
But I think
they can't get over that line because it's like CM Punk, isn't it? Like, and I'll go on about this forever because I feel like it's been a waste opportunity. And everyone's like, "Oh, we'll give CM Punk time. We'll get into a main event feud." I'm like, but that's fine. But those casual fans have already gone.
Yes.
Rampage was getting 1.1 million when CM Punk took over. Now they've debuted. Now they're getting 600,000. Those casual fans that you wanted to hook, they've gone.
They've gone. Yes.
But they were going to go either way, weren't they?
Well, I think if CM Punk got in a really meaty storyline straight away, that's how you hook. Like, it's like the NWO, isn't it? If Scott Hall turned up and went, "Oh, I'm really happy to be here. I'm going to have some matches again. I'm going to have a match now against Johnny B. Bad." You'd be like, "All right." But he didn't. He took over the fucking company with his mates, and you're like, "Shit, what the fuck is going on here?" Need to watch every week.
I think that's where.
So I think CM Punk will have a really good storyline. Everyone like, "See, told you." But by that point, the casual fans you were trying to hook have already gone. Same with Rusev Miro. When he came in, everyone was like, "The fuck are they playing at? What are they doing?" So anyone who was like, "Oh, I'll tune in because Rusev's on there now," they've gone. And then now they're booking him quite well now for the most part. Although I would still keep him in the CNC, whatever. But they are booking him better than WWE ever booked him to an extent. But it's like you're still back to the base because you're taking too much time. Just go throw it in straight away.
And there's nothing wrong.
And you might upset a few hardcore fans, but they're going to watch anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like sacrilege if you say his name, but that's what Russo used to say.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with
you. But when Russo, right? Yeah, his WWE run was terrible, but his WWE run.
I just think him as a human is terrible.
Oh well, yeah, that as well. No, but let's take that as his WWE run. Yes, the action wasn't great, but he got viewers. And he said, "I didn't care about the IWC or the wrestling hardcore because I know they're going to watch. So why would I aim at them?"
They are a bit. Well, they're not watching Raw anymore, are they?
No, but it's one of them in it where I think, and it's nothing. There's nothing wrong with AWR. And if I was starting a company, Jesus Christ, I would cut off my arm to get what AW were getting. Mm-hmm. Let's not think of that. But let's not pretend that they're going to take over wrestling because they're not at the minute. Not if they keep going the way they are. And I mean, wrestling's not ever going to get as big as it once was. That's finished. It's not going to happen.
Well, nothing can these days.
No.
Because what you need to do is just get a viral hit on Netflix.
But I just think they all need AW fans and the people. I mean, probably the people behind the scenes. Tony Khan's a stupid man, isn't he? Probably you're not going to overtake WWE, who is a multi-billion-dollar business, in 3 years. You're not going to do it. You're not going to. Yes, you might get more viewers in the demographic, or you might get more viewers 1 week, but you're not going to overtake them as a brand. It's just not going to happen.
No, it's not like it was in the Monday. It's not like it was in the Monday Night Wars. It's like,
no, but we're too powerful, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like trying to come up with an alternative to the NFL or the Premier League at this point. It's it's not going to happen. Like
it's like I don't know, BlackBerry. Yeah, you're not the iPhone, pal. You're a good phone and you're doing all right, but you're not the iPhone.
Yeah, they messed it up. They messed it up, didn't they?
You know what I mean? Yes, you've come out, everyone's gone mad for you at the start, and
but cool, you know what? I guess, right, Ross, just to play devil's advocate, 20 years ago, they'd all been like, yeah, no one's going to take up a Nokia.
Well, Nokia's still going, so joke's on you.
Who's got a Nokia? This is where Aaron pulls out 30. This is where Aaron pulls out 30.
Playing Snake right now. No, but it's just... people just need to. Everyone needs to calm down. WWE's not going anywhere. And AEW are doing very, very well. And just start focusing on yourself because you've done amazing. Let's celebrate that. Let's slow progression. That's how you keep. That's how you keep it, rather than fads. Slow progression. Again.
Fads for me.
That's for you.
Yeah.
No, Tony Khan. He made some comments.
I don't like Tony Khan. That's how I'm going to start this.
And that's been the news.
There's thought about it, isn't he? Right. So I'm just going to read the full quote because it reads horribly. And it was weird because he was on a Full Gear media call and they, for the first time, I think, didn't allow live streaming. So normally places like Fightful, I don't know, I can't even think of Fightful right now, but they would like live stream these press conferences that happen. And this time it didn't. And good. In some ways that we didn't get the audio because I think it's pretty bad, right? So Somebody, it doesn't. I'm using Wrestle Talk Cycle. They've not said who it would be. Oh, Ella J, who is a wrestling journalist. She just asked a basic question. Sam, are we are you ever gonna do an all women's show like NWA Empower? But Khan didn't let the question finish. This is what he said. I'm going to read the full quote. I'm going to quote your question right there because I don't think I get enough credit for what I did for the NWA show. Because a good number of people that wrestled on the NWA show were wrestlers that I sent and paid. So I do think I contributed because the highest paid wrestlers on that show are actually the people I paid separately from what they already make in AEW to go and wrestle on that show. And I don't think the NWA, did a very good job of telling people that, even though it was in the deal that we did. I wish they told more people because it was one of the points I made when we closed. I said, it would be nice if you told people I'm paying the wrestlers coming in because that's a big contribution from me, if that makes sense. So I did pay the wrestlers for that show. It's kind of like when you pay for a dinner and nobody thanks you. So he's answered the question about women's wrestling and maybe could he do more for it. And he's made it all about Tony Khan. And I don't like it because I was reading something about an interview with him and John Moxley, and he said in the space of about a minute, John Moxley, I'm really good friends with him now, about 4 times. And it's just, he comes across like a bit of a mag for himself.
Oh, he's Ned, isn't he? He's a gate. He didn't have any mates, and now he's got money. And
I just thought he came across horribly in that segment. Even
so are they not planning to have an all-women show?
No, well, apparently not. No, but I don't think you need one if they put women in the main event like WWE do more often. But I do wish WWE gets to a point where it's 50-50, but they need more women's wrestlers on the card. As we've
stop releasing on WWE.
Yeah, stop releasing like people like Ember Moon.
More profitable now, aren't they?
But it's just
gonna sell it.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna sell it to
100%. Fucking good on him. Good if he sells it. Good on him.
NBC, Eric will buy it. That's my scoop. It's not a scoop. It's just my hunch.
Good on him. It's fucking
well,
like
if you sell it to NBC Universal also on Universal Studios,
Disney.
We're gonna get a WWE feedback, and I can't wait for it. That's
Disney.
what I want.
Disney. I paid for Disney Plus and WWE Network to put them together.
Yeah, well,
it'd be absolutely horrendous. Though,
see, the thing is with Disney though is the NBC own everything for the next like 5 years.
No one wants to see Brock Lesnar versus Mickey Mouse in a last man standing match.
No, so but do we want to see Brock Lesnar versus Iron Man?
Brock Lesnar versus Mickey Mouse. Disagree with Aaron. I'd love to see that.
I was going for that.
Would you love to see Mickey Mouse get F5'd off the stage? Yes.
Yeah, well, we've seen it before, haven't we? With the Muppets have been on Raw before. So
yeah, but so we can't.
Yeah, I just thought he came across. Yeah, it was just like,
stop taking yourself so seriously.
I need credit for this, and it's like just. Yeah, I didn't like it because he was and he was tweeting the other day about like basically begging people to watch AEW, and I'm like, I just don't think I like the guy.
Is that because you're a football fan though? Football fans hate.
I think it's because I'm British.
Well, the British football fans hate.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just Fulham fans despise him, don't they?
There's just so about him that it puts me off AEW, to be honest, because it's just I don't know, man.
I always go back to the old thing of would I have a pint with him? And Tony Khan, no, I would not. Because he'd buy you around and you'd fucking know that he bought you around. He'd buy you around in the cheapest pub and you'd all know that he bought you around. Yeah. Or he'd buy you around in the most expensive pub and then every other round after that he'd say, oh, well, my was a bit more expensive than that one.
I like Terry Peters. Sounds like this.
Yeah.
Right. I'm just going to say it right now. Tony Khan, if you're listening, you probably are, because
obviously, why would he not be?
Yeah, why would he not be? I am available if you want someone who can actually book properly. So just give me a shout.
Give Aaron a shout.
I would like to see this actually. I second this.
Let him run with it.
If you want some 5-star matches, which Dave Meltzer's never going to give you, ignore him. Because I'll book and give you 5-star matches from the Franklin ratings.
So you're gonna rate your own matches.
Yes, more prestigious. Yeah, so that's how the system works, right?
Yeah, but kayfabe, no one will know that it's actually me booking. So I'll just go under a pseudonym.
Yeah,
that is how the system works. We've got a couple more things before we get into the World Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation Weekly Wednesday Wrestling. Have we seen Stevie Ray taking shots at Stone Cold?
What?
How can he take shots at anyone? Fucking hell.
Basically,
what?
Stevie Ray is unhappy with the way Booker T was booked.
Get out.
We all are.
Mate, you're about
specifically the street fight.
Specifically the street fight, not specifically WrestleMania 19, where he was booked in a racist angle and lost.
No, with Stone Cold. So this is off the Cultaholic website.
Is this regarding the fantastic match that we had, or just skit that we had in the supermarket?
Yes, 100%.
This is fucking fantastic.
So Steve, and I've listened to Steve Ray in the past, and I quite like Steve Ray, but he's wrong with this. On the 90s wrestling podcast, he said this, and they once interviewed Vinny Dupree, so I'm not
2 years too late to do the 90s podcast, so ignore it straight away.
So this is his quote. It says, let's go back to my brother. You come in, Stone Cold Steve Austin jumps him and drop him with the belt, the WCW belt, and everyone thought, this is great, this is how it's going to be. Now, brother, they're setting you up. It is what it is. They're getting him ready for the Thanksgiving dinner. He doesn't know, but you're the one that's going to get cooked. You come in as champion, big bad Booker T. His whole career's been a big bad guy. Now all of a sudden you're in a grocery store running from Steve Austin. Ain't nobody in my family ever ran from a man in his life. Ain't no punk in me. Ain't no bitch in me. Ain't no bitch in none of my brothers or my uncles or nobody. I ain't never ran from one man in my life and never will. Especially some Daisy Duke, bald-headed, bad knee guy that beats up women. You kidding me? You kidding me? I'd slap Steve Austin's teeth out of his mouth. Ain't no punk like that. Don't ever fight a man. Now on TV, I got to run from him. I'm scared of him. Nah, I mismoved that. But that's the way they work. And this is what I told everyone is going to happen.
Wow, you sound like the whitest man on the planet while you were reading that.
I mean, I am.
No. Well, that's quite the statement from
Steve Ray.
Steve Ray.
No favor.
I'd like to address Stevie Ray. Stevie Ray, I think he's such a bad man. I'm 10 stone wet through, so if you want to fight, let's go.
Yeah.
I'll fight you in a supermarket. Might put you over.
I want to see this as well. Aaron Franklin versus Stevie Ray.
It was just the
supermarket.
It was the most shocking news article I read this week.
Probably we'll go for an Aldi, because obviously it's been in the UK, because I'm such a...
I love that. Going down the Aldi, and you just go down the middle aisle. Fucking
you wouldn't know what he's going to get, would you?
Yeah, exactly.
It's gonna pull out a chainsaw.
Doing the beans, doing the freezer section. All of a sudden, they go down the middle aisle, and you could just do a fucking show every week there. But there's just it's different every week. Like,
oh my god, the middle of Lidl match. That's
yeah.
You go there before and buy whatever's in middle of Lidl.
We're gonna fight you. It's gonna be middle of Lidl.
So yeah, Stevie Ray, if you're listening, middle of Lidl. Give me a holler. You can find me on Twitter at Frankenstein91. Let's go.
I mean,
do you know what? Has Stevie Ray got a Twitter? Treat you man now.
Because I think he would answer.
Yeah, probably will actually.
I just don't understand why he was getting so upset. Booker T was one of the better ones booked. In the WCW division. He was in a program with Stone Cold.
Could be worse. Could be DDP.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna leave it at that.
It could be Mike Awesome or Lance Storm. And then we've got Matt Cardona, or Zack Ryder, as he was, defending his IC title run.
Good.
Everyone's slagging him off saying it should be more day, and he said, well, no, if it had been 3 months, you wouldn't have cared. Nobody would have cared. Nobody would have remembered it. So that was all right for me. Got my moment. Got out of there. To be fair, we was there. It was incredible to watch. I didn't expect him to win. He did win. He did lose it the next night to The Miz. But The Miz then had an incredible title run after that. One of the better ones of that part of the year. And then Zack Ryder got his moment. Well done.
I think it was good because no one's gonna remember everyone does remember the one thing match, as he said. The one night. But it didn't matter that he had that moment. Whatever you say, he had a moment in front of 101,000 people, whatever it was.
With his dad in the crowd.
Yeah, you're gonna take that away from me.
No.
I'd do that.
100%.
Yeah.
Well done, Matt Cardona. I was like, and speaking of Matt Cardona, he's having the absolute time of his life in GCW.
Yeah.
Man's loved it.
I love this do-rag Vince face.
Yeah. Good on him for doing something different, completely different. Right, have we got any more news before we get into the real important stuff?
Yeah, I've just tweeted real Stevie Ray. So you're going to fight Aaron Franklin, are you scared?
Okay. If I hear a knock at the door, Stevie Ray calling Aaron Franklin like a Daisy Duke punk ass bitch.
Yeah. I'm going to reply to that. Just say middle of a little.
Shall we get on to the important stuff? The Wrestling Around Wrestling Federation Wednesday Wrestling is back.
Wednesday Wrestling, it was back, Ross.
The road to Snakeskin Series.
Snakeskin Series. Well, it's going to end. It's got to end. because
Red
one
Shields,
faction.
Red Shields has already demanded that it ends.
Well, one faction has got the losing faction has got disbanded. So, are we going to see the end of the Vinces? Or are we going to see the end of the rest of the Federation?
I know who you want to see the end of, and I know who we will see the end of. If anybody's watched any of the rest of the Federation, you have to tune in, don't you? Because you don't know what's going to happen.
You don't know what's going to happen, Ross, because there's some results that are surprising given the booking. But don't matter, is it? Because it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
So
we had some quality, but obviously we started off with a henchman title match.
Yeah, the big boss man beat
Big.
Okay, was it? Oh yeah, one of the Ving brothers. Yeah.
Wait, both are named Ving.
Well, because
so
Vinder Mahal answered the challenge, but he's not a henchman too. It's qualified, so one of the Ving brothers had to step in.
Yeah,
you've got to have rules.
Weird that it was a Vince match, that wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it's all Vince.
Stronghold on the henchman title.
Yeah.
It's quite confusing for the audience though, because both Big Boss McMahon and Ving were both wearing blue shirts.
Blue shirts and black pants. Yeah, it was quite
strange. Both look like Vince as well.
Weirdly, they both look like Vince. Yeah.
Yeah, strange.
Different movesets though. For some reason, the Singh brothers on that game had the same moveset as John Cena, which I didn't expect, but it happened.
Cool. Weird. Then we had set qualifying matches for the Wrestling Around team.
Series of matches.
Let's just stop because we're missing the most important part of this.
The rating.
Yeah. So Ving versus Big Boss McMahon. Franklin rating of 2.5 star.
2.5 stars. Yeah, what do you expect for the other match?
It was, but it's better than some recent henchman titles because they've not been very good.
Well,
frankly, the big Boss Man is not very good. It's not a very good wrestler.
We've had the glory days when it was almost.
Yeah, I Anderson versus the Big Boss Man was one of the worst series of matches I've seen.
And is that going to be defended at Snake Vince series? How long have we got?
Ross, I believe it will be. I can officially announce the title challenger.
Go on.
So it could be the Big Boss Man versus Anne McManderson.
I thought the McMahons were ending.
Question.
Well, they will have to lose the main event, but not that way.
What happens if some of the McMahons have the title belts, but then rest around win? And
I guess versa? It would be very similar to when WCW folded. Yeah, because that's basically the angle I'm copying.
Yeah.
So if they've got a title belt, they get a contract at the end.
And also, if you test and you win a Rumble, you get a contract and it don't go anywhere.
Well, there will be an immunity battle royal, obviously.
Are you going to put them all in t-shirts? Because you can't have a battle royal, can you?
Well, half of them will look like Vince. Is kind of what I'm going on. That should be enough. But if you're holding a title belt at the end, you've got a contract. You've got a
contract. Cool. Then we have a series of qualifying matches. For the Wrestling Around team, who will be on that Wrestling Around team? So what was the first match?
Well, I've just got to say the current Wrestling Around champion, the BMG Big Mal Gorilla, he's already qualified as the team captain. And Snake Vin Pants, who is apparently, from what I've heard, still claiming to be the Vince champion. So he's still holding the title belt. And he will be captaining Team Vince.
He was a bit of a wild card, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, came from nowhere. That was the storyline.
Crowd loving
lost in into the great. Still one title.
Crowd, you gotta give the fans what they want.
It was like Daniel Bryan all over again, wasn't it?
It really was. Really was.
So they're the two captains. So we've got the BMG. What else? Who else is in?
Terry Peters, after his big win against the Spooky Skank, where you don't want to believe it, he head scissored Spooky Skank through the cell.
All I did was Terry Peters and Spooky Skank was scissoring.
Yeah, that's better. Scissor Timbers match there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he head scissors them Spooky Skank through the ring, through the cell to win that. Fired the Spooky Skank. He's gone. Then he beat Rand.
The Brains Killer. He beat Rand. Rand not popular with
a portion of the crowd. Is it? Yeah. It's not simple.
No, there was a lot of.
Was there a run-in?
Oh, there was a run-in.
Yeah, there was from
by the one and only Kane.
Because they both were flame grilling. That's what happened.
Just wanted to obviously take his anger out for Spooky Skank being fired.
Bit of both. Like he
Kill.
wanted to get it worked out perfectly. Really, he wanted to get his revenge on Terry Peters, but also him and Rand appreciate a good flame grill, and maybe they were talking about forming a tag team afterwards.
Are we going to get Kane in fishnets?
I don't know. I never thought of that, but it's a possibility.
Are we going to get?
But I can officially announce that next week we will see the tag team debut of the Grill Gang. Is that known?
It's like Kane and Rand.
Kane and Rand.
Yeah, the tag team division needs them, flushing out. Doesn't
It does. Yeah.
it? So Terry Peters won. Terry Peters on a hot streak.
Terry Peters, a Wrestling Around original,
Yeah.
representing Team Wrestle Around.
The rest of them lost. So it's going to be all Vince. McMahon's. What was the second match then? What was it?
I believe the second match was the Big Bad Wolf in a Crown Jewels rematch.
Just getting ahead of yourselves, lads.
Haven't I had a match in between? Oh, we
got the star
Reigns. Bloody hell, every time.
Right.
I just assumed it'd be a dud because Terry Peters won.
I wasn't happy with the match result, but it was a good match. I enjoyed it. 3.5 stars.
3.5 stars, yeah.
Greasy
did-
bald man.
Which I did live on the Twitch stream, state that I would, like Meltzer with Hogan, never give Terry Peters a 5-star match. Never.
No. I don't know how you will be able to give this 5-on-5 match. Can you even do that?
No, it's 4-on-4. Because we can't do 5-on-5.
Is it 5-on-5?
4-on-4.
Yeah.
4-on-4 elimination, obviously. It's restaurant rules.
First blood?
No, because it's too unpredictable. I need some control.
It just means that it needs to be a great match because it'll probably get a -5 for Terry being involved.
So it needs to be it needs to be a world-class 10-star match to get the famous 5 stars.
Yeah.
Right, we can do that. So the next match then.
Who was it? Samoa Joe versus the Big Bad Wolf. In a Crown Jewels rematch. So obviously the Big Bad Wolf answered Samoa Joe's open challenge at Crown Jewels. And the Big Bad Wolf won. But what a match. Samoa Joe, another Wrestling Around original.
And the Big Bad Wolf
defeated the Big Bad Wolf. No, he wasn't on the fair show, Ross. Come on.
Was it not? I thought it was with the head business.
No, he came in later out, Ross. If you remember, the head business were randomly in the corner of Ronald McDonald.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there was. What weird thing that
weird early stage weirdness, early season weirdness. But yeah, the Samoa Joe won after throwing the Big Bad Wolf off the stage. You don't believe it. The chaos.
The Big Wolf nearly died. His intentions were to win, but he didn't win today.
And then Samoa Joe did a splash off the stage to win it.
Yeah.
You'll see it. So Wrestling Original qualified.
So we've got Terry Peters, Samoa Joe, the BMG. What was the star rating for that match?
4 stars. It was a very good match.
Good match. Went into the crowd and we couldn't see it for a little bit.
It'd have been 5 stars if Big Bad Wolf would have won, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm a Big Bad Wolf fan. Always have been. He was up there. We wanted to know his intentions and he answered them.
He was unlucky.
But he's got a run in as
he's a bit of tension now, isn't it? Because obviously the head business, the original head business, the tag team champions. And the Big Bad Wolves is not pulling up his end of the bargain. So what's going on there?
He's got a KFC championship run in him.
Is there a bit of tension in the head business?
I hope not, because we all the Gorillas was the head business.
Is that what we're seeing?
We all want that.
the tension in the head business.
And what was the final qualifying match then?
Final qualifying match was Randy Hogan, accompanied by referee Randy Anderson.
We didn't expect that, did we?
No, the Randy's sticking. He brought some backup with him because he was up against the Burger King, who had obviously had King Booker and Jerry Lawler.
The 3 kings of wrestling around here.
The three conga kings that come down doing the conga, don't
they? Yeah, it's just one of the things, isn't it? Water is wet, sky is blue. The 3 kings coming down doing the conga.
Yeah, which everyone loves to see. If you can hear the music, it's fantastic. We don't play through, is it? Annoying. But and surprisingly, the Wrestling original Randy Hogan lost due to once again some more interference from the 3 kings. Yeah,
Richard's not had a good match. Randy Anderson is trying to stick his.
That's the thing, because Randy Hogan obviously had it won, didn't he? With the roll.
He did have it won, yeah.
And Red Shoes was distracted by Jerry Lawler on the outside. So Randy Anderson had not interfering once, which you thought he might have done. He
knows his place after.
You thought he might have evened up the odds a little bit, but
he's had an up and down run at the He was formerly known as Randy the Coward Anderson.
Yeah,
that was just known as former referee Randy Peterson.
But he had the great match against Michael Buffer to
we
win
want
his
to
name.
retain his name.
Yeah.
So we've got.
So Franklin Star rating us. Go on.
Oh, the Franklin Star rating before we run through the team.
Sadly, only a 2.5.
Yeah,
2.5. You can't have them all,
too many shenanigans on it. Really.
TV match as well. So we've got the BMG team captain.
Yeah.
Ladies' favourite, Terry Peters.
Mm-hmm.
Greasy bald man.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe, the original KFC champion. And the Burger King.
Burger King. Good team.
The Burger King was the one that beat Samoa Joe.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're gonna find out next week who they'll be facing.
I can't even trust Terry Peters after what he did to Spooky Skank. And we went seen Why Did John for a while.
No, Why Did John died? He got killed by the Spooky Skank.
Was he in your feud? You'd like to see?
I don't know, but he got destroyed in Hell in a Cell, and he's presumed dead at this point.
Right. So there's that, isn't there?
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Why Did John.
Rest in peace.
I can't believe that. He was a fan favourite, man. But you said maybe that he didn't answer the phone on his entrance anymore.
Yeah, took it out. That's what you do.
And then we had one more match, a tag team match.
Yeah, Restaurant Rules. 4-way.
You promised was tables, was not tables.
Yeah, it turns out you can't do a 4-way tables match. Thought you could, so we had to do pins instead, didn't we?
Didn't we do First Blood? That's not our rules. Didn't we do First Blood?
No, yeah, it was fans doing something a bit different to us.
So we had the Bobs, the Gorillas, so medium plastic gorilla and small wooden gorilla.
Yeah.
Who else did we have?
Sides.
Beans and gravy.
Beans and gravy.
Beans and gravy.
And
returning
Colonel Sanders
and Drumstick, yeah.
It was KFC.
Team KFC.
With KFC and the sides in the same match, but not together.
We didn't know how that would work.
Bit of tension on the.
Yeah,
then forgot about that when I would have booked the match, but it's fine.
Yeah, but it's just those rules. Who won that match? Was that for a shot at the tag title?
Yeah, next week, Ross. Next weekend's the head business.
Not on Snakeskin.
No, because I can exclusively reveal now that the Vinsiders have triggered the rematch clause for Snakeskin series.
Kevin Snash and Scott Alvins.
Yeah, Scott Alvins. Classic. Yeah. So I can exclusively reveal they have triggered their rematch clause in a steel cage.
Right. Oh God. So
which
against
Beauty fan is very, very
against the winners of the head business, business horse, business pig.
And the Bobs.
And the Bobs. The Bobs going back.
Well, medium plastic gorilla got a bit arrogant, didn't he? Yeah. He lifted Bob Holly's shoulder for 2 counts because he wanted to do suicide dive. Did not pay off, and he got Alabama slammed for his troubles. Lost the match.
That was all she wrote. So the Bobs, they've been rewarded to give it the Bobs. So they're all.
Yeah, because we wanted to see the head business versus the gorillas, but not this time. We got very close to it.
We did, but we want to see the full head business versus the full gorillas.
Yeah, we do.
That's what we need in a trios match. That was it. That's the cat. So have we got Vince matches this week?
There'll be a series of matches for us to see who's going to join Snakeman Pants.
Then when is Snakeskin series?
Whenever Survivor Series is. I think we've only got 1 week left.
So pick the team and then we're into it.
Oh, right. After we've got a notification, but it's not Steve Reyes. It's Aaron. Never mind.
Well, you've actually you've missed the most important thing again.
Bloody hell! Every time.
So would you say this was a match of the night? That's all I'm saying.
I think I would.
It was chaos. It was chaos, wasn't it?
Well, you're right in saying that because it was 4.5.
4.5 stars. Loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
So it was this match followed by the Big Bad Wolf Samoa Joe match.
Yeah.
Star rating.
That's why you give the ratings.
So Snakevin series versus the 24th. So we've got 1 week. Next week's the go-up show.
Yeah, we've got the go-up show.
The qualifiers.
Qualifying matches. And
then 24th, which is Thanksgiving Eve for you Americans.
Thanksgiving Eve, for you Americans. So make it a new Thanksgiving thing. And
on
then on
family.
December the 8th, it's Wrestling Federation. War Games!
Whoa.
Oh,
it's going to happen.
That's what we're doing. And that announcement on the podcast is where you have to listen to the news. Get to the end.
December the 8th.
What will happen then? It's a match I want. War Games.
It can only be 3-on-3 on
it. It can only be 3-on-3. There's a match we all want, but it'll probably be somebody else.
Where we see it.
It'll probably be the Three Kings because Luke can't play the game properly.
Well,
he's not throwing the Three Kings.
I'll be disappointed if we don't have several War Games matches on the same pay-per-view.
Well, I think we'll have at least
That's
two.
what it should be.
But the people are asking, when will there be a women's division?
Well, I'm going to cut your question off right there because I don't think I get enough credit for the women's division matches that I promote elsewhere.
Don't see it.
Yeah, well, no, actually, because I've paid for some women's matches in other promotions. So actually, if you go on It's Mastodon's channel, I've actually paid for a lot of the wrestlers that are on there.
Well,
but like the thing is, right? If we had an agreement with Mastodon, it'd be nice if you said it.
Why did you do it? Small viewers.
It'd have been nice if you said it, right? But actually, yeah, we do have a women's division. We're just not showing them on our show. We're showing them on people's shows. So
you can't show them. You can't show them because it'd be Sasha Banks versus Sasha Banks, and the game doesn't let them do that.
Yeah. But it'd be nice if I got some credit on it because it's just like going out for. It's like paying for someone's Greg's, and I'm not even letting you know that you got a mistake back.
Yeah. Right. Cool. Have we got anything else? Any matches you want to announce? Are you going to announce the matches here? Or are you going to keep it surprise?
No, we're just surprised for some qualifying matches, series of matches, as we say. And obviously with the big tag team match as well.
To watch that on Wednesday.
Be a bit later, be about 8:30.
8:30 Wednesday night. If you forget, listen to our podcast and then we'll remind you.
Oh, you can watch the broadcast on Twitch. It stays up for 2 weeks.
Yeah, it does. Watch it afterwards. It's good fun watching it afterwards.
Yeah.
You get to see everything going on. Nightbot's not there anymore, so you can follow the chat.
Yeah.
Because that used to be horrendous.
That was a disaster. I try and fix that at some point. Yeah.
I blocked him for life.
Yeah, we banned the moderator.
I wish more people save the broadcasters on Twitch. Lew does it very well.
Yeah.
More people should do it.
I get more followers. I can only do it for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could put them on YouTube.
Get on there, follow, and do all that stuff. And then join us on Wednesday as well for the podcast where we're doing New Blood Rising 2000 in honour of Judy Bagwell. And also there'll be a link in the description below about if giving Buff Bagwell some money. He's going through a hard time, horrendous. He's just lost his mother. His father's not doing great either, so give what you can. I'm sure it'll be all appreciated. We wish the very best for the Bagwells. And that's fair to say, isn't it?
Sure is.
Right then, thank you for joining us, Aaron.
Well, thank you very much, Ross.
Thank you for joining us, Lew.
Thank you, Ross.
And thank you everybody for listening. That was the Wrestling Aroundup. So join us Wednesday when we cover New Blood Rising.